Rory McIlroy is with us now at the 106th PGA Championship. We will jump right into questions, starting on Mike 6.
Rory, 5 under, 66, but felt like you might have left a few out there. How would you categorize this round?
I don't know about that. I sort of felt like it was pretty scrappy for the most part, so I don't really feel like I left many out there. I thought I got a lot out of my game today. Some good up and downs, the chip in on 6. I had a little bit of a scrappy part around the turn there, but, overall really happy with, not really happy with how I played, but at least happy with the score.
Mike 10.
Rory, a bit of an adventure there on 18, but you got out with a par. Could you go through that hole?
Yeah, so I was pretty sure it was in the water off the tee, and then when I got up there, I guess the two ball spotters or marshals said that they didn't really see it, or they couldn't really hear it, but I went over to the other side just to check, but was pretty sure it was in the water. So yeah, dropped and took my medicine, and made a great up and down from about 120 yards to make par, which was important after making bogey on 17. So and that kept any momentum that I had going into the next 9.
Mike 7.
Is it the kind of golf course that you feel like can get harder as the week wears on, or do you feel like you're going to have to keep the pedal to the metal all week?
The greens could get a little bit firmer, so that could make it a little more tricky. But even if the fairways dry out, this is Zoysia, the ball doesn't really go anywhere when it lands. So, I could see the golf course getting a touch firmer, but I think it's still going to be pretty low scoring.
Mike 17.
Sorry, too many choices. Was it nice to be inside the ropes, Rory, and just to concentrate on golf? Obviously, other things going on this week.
It's always nice to be inside the ropes.
Do you find it easy? We always ask players about compartmentalizing. Is that something you're good at and you're going to have to rely on this week?
Happy to be here.
Mike 13.
Rory, you hit a bunch of good wedge shots today. You mentioned one just earlier. I know that was something that Butch said you guys kind of talked about. Is there anything you're going to that's just helping you with that stuff?
I think just the same feelings I've been having with my golf swing. Feeling strength in the club face on the way back, and then trying to keep that strength so that it forces me to really get out of the way, on the downswing. So that's the thought with the wedges and with the irons.
Mike 12.
Rory, it seems like the scores are a little bit lower today. Did you see anything out in the course and conditions that may have led to that?
It's soft. Greens are really soft, especially for the guys that played last week at Quail Hollow, where the greens were, particularly firm. You come to, greens like this, it second shots are easier. Chip shots are easier if you do miss the greens. So I think just that, the difference between last week in Charlotte and this week, it's a big difference. And I think for the guys that played last week, it's it's a little less challenging at the minute around the greens.
Got time for 2 more. Mike 8, followed by Mike 11.
Hey, Rory, you've already touched a little bit on the 18th hole, but I was hoping you could maybe just expand a little more, not just on the saving par there, but then the very next hole, it hits the flagstick and then you get birdie. Just how key that 2-hole stretch was to you getting this round today.
Yeah, it was. It was, it was huge. I could have, I could have, easily bogeyed 18 and been back to even par. And then, again, that ball on 1 could have hit the flagstick and went anywhere. I could have made bogey from that. So potentially being 1 over par through 10, I'm 2 under. So it's a 3-shot difference. So it's a big swing.
Thanks for your time, Roy. Appreciate it.